Hi, everybody. So, we're going to do something different this week. We've been doing a lot of nonfiction books about animals and kind of pairing fiction and nonfiction. This week, totally different. We're going to read some poems. And I can't believe I've actually waited till November to read you some poems because I love poetry. And I'm going to try and read you some really fun poems this year during our library special. So, this week's book is called Scranimals, and it's by a poet named Jack Prelutsky. And he writes a ton of really funny poems for kids. We probably have about 5 or 6 of his books of poems in our poetry section in the library. So let me know if you like this, and I can get you some of his books from our poetry section. So Scranimals is a word that he made up. So what a scranimal is some kind of object mixed with an animal. So look at this guy there. Can you see what that is? It's a mango meets a gorilla. So that's a mangorilla. And then let me see what else we have here. We have broccoli that looks like a lion. That's the broccolion. And then here, this is one of my favorite, the porcupine apple. So there's each of these scranimals, there's a poem about them in the book. So I'm going to read you some of them. I don't think I have time to read all of them. I'm going to read you some of these poems, and then afterward, you're going to have to invent your own scranimal. So here we go. Scranimals, some poems by Jack Prelutsky. So there's a picture that's like a map of Scranimal Island. So the idea is that all these Scranimals live on Scranimal Island. So it's poems by Jack Prelutsky, illustrated by Peter Sis. So the first poem I'm going to read you, this is just kind of an introduction to the whole book. We're sailing to Scranimal Island. It doesn't appear on most maps. The parrotters float on the tide there, the stormy petrelephant flaps. We may find a rare ostrich cheetah. There's never been one in a zoo. We're sailing to Scranimal Island. You're welcome to come along too. All right, here is our first Scranimal. I'm going to show you the picture really up close. See if you can guess what it is. So those are some roses. It is the rhinoceros. You get it? Rhinoceros and a rose. Oh, beautiful rhinoceros, so captivating, head to toes, so aromatic, toes to head, enchantress of the flower bed. Your blossoms cheer us every morn, and we adore your tail and horn. You soothe the eyes, delight the nose, most glorious rhinoceros. So you'll see each poem describes the scranimal, and some of the parts that it's describing are the animal part and some are the object part. So this is a rhinoceros who also smells lovely. Here, what do you think these guys are? That's some spinach mixed with, it's the spinner chickens. A clutch of spinner chickens is fussing in the yard. They peck their meager pickings. Their lives are dull and hard. Except for poultry feathers, they're mostly leafy green. Their heads are smooth as leather. Their brains are not too keen. Some say that they're distasteful, while others think they're sweet. They're never very graceful. They wilt at signs of heat. They mill about all morning upon their scrawny legs, then cluck a single warning and lay their turquoise eggs. Turquoise because green plus the regular color of an egg makes turquoise. I'm going to skip a couple here. All right, here we have, look at that ugly guy. This is the potato. He's an ugly fellow. Something that you should know, do you know what it's called when you see the little lumps on a potato, when those little kind of lumps start to poke out? Those are called eyes. So the poet Jack Prelutsky uses that idea of potatoes having eyes in this poem. On a bump beside the road sits a lowly potatoed, obviously unaware of its own existence there. On its coarse and warty hide, it has eyes on every side. Eyes that fail, apparently, to take note of what they see. It does not move, it does not think, it does not eat, it does not drink, it does not hear or taste or touch. The potato does not do much. The day is hot, the ground is parched, and yet it sits as if it's starched to pose immobile by a road. Suffices for the potatoed. So you'll notice that all these poems rhyme. And Jack Prelutsky, his poems usually rhyme, that's his style. But do poems always have to rhyme? They don't, right? Sometimes poems rhyme and sometimes they don't. All right, which one should we do next? Look at these guys. This is, can you guess? Something that grows in the woods is a mushroom plus a hippopotamus. What do you get? The hippopotamus mushroom. The hippopotamus mushrooms cannot wander very far. How fortunate, they're satisfied precisely where they are. They feel no need to travel, they're forever at their ease, relaxing on the forest floor, beneath the shady trees. The hippopotamus mushrooms suffer from deficient grace, and their tubby, blobby bodies tend to take up too much space. But they compensate with manners for the things they lack in style. They are models of politeness, and they always wear a smile. I love the idea that they're not very graceful, but very polite. All right, what should we do here? Oh, here we go. One of my favorite, the porcupine apple. And can you see in the background there? There's some of the other animals are in the background there. Sweet porcupine apple, unflappable chap, you happily amble all over the map. Sharp prickles protect your subtropical hide. Not many could chew you, not many have tried. Your spirits are high and your worries are few. You go where you go and you do what you do. A pointed example of perfect design. Sweet porcupine apple, your life is divine. There he is, porcupine apple. Remember this guy from the cover? The Broccolions. So anyone know what a group of lions is called? What do we call a group of lions? It's a pride. So here we have a pride of Broccolions. A pride of Broccolions has assembled in the grass, paying scrupulous attention to the creatures ranging past. Then an antelope petunia. Ooh. So lions hunt antelopes, right? And then a petunia is a kind of flower. So the Broccolions are hunting the antelope petunia. These are tricky to say. Okay. Then an antelope petunia moves directly into view and the chase begins in earnest and they all know what to do. They are beasts of regal bearing in their coats of green and gold. They are fierce and prepossessing. They are cunning. They are bold. Soon their chosen victim stumbles, for despite its nimble gait, its pursuers overtake it and consign it to its fate. With adroitness and precision, they dispatch their fallen prey, and that antelope petunia will not bloom another day. Then that pride of Broccolions, having hunted, having fed, growls and yawns in satisfaction, and goes noisily to bed. Poor antelope petunia. All right, what should we do? I'm going to do one. Oh, I love this illustration. The illustrations are so great in this book. See if you can guess what that is. So it's in the ocean, and it's mixed with a vegetable that not many kids like to eat. It's a radish plus a shark. makes the radish shark. Not very tasty. Very scary. In the middle of the ocean, in the deep, deep dark, dwells a monstrous apparition, the detested radish shark. It's an underwater nightmare that you hope you never meet, for it eats what it wants, and it always wants to eat. Its appalling bulbous body is astonishingly red, and its fangs are sharp and gleaming in its huge and horrid head. And the only thought it harbors in its small but frightful mind is to catch you and to bite you on your belly and behind. It is ruthless, it is brutal, it swims swiftly, it swims far, so it's guaranteed to find you almost anywhere you are. If the radish shark is near you, pray the beast is fast asleep in the middle of the ocean, in the dark, dark, deep. Look at that guy. He looks pretty evil, and I like radishes. There we go. Okay, this is going to be, I'll read you one more. This one's the banana conda. You get it? Oh, sleek banana conda, you longest long fellow, how sinuous and sly you are, how slippery, how yellow. You slither on your belly and you slither on your chin. You're only unappealing as you shed your slinky skin. Get it? Unappealing. Actually, see, I'm going to do, this is the last, I think this is the last, yeah, this is the last one I'll do, because this one is about the mangarilla that we met on the cover, and his friend, the orangutangerine. All right. There, cavorting through the jungle in a sea of brilliant green, please observe the mangarilla and orangutangerine. They are racing, they are sparring, playing leapfrog, tag, and catch. And in every competition, they are one another's match. Now the mangarilla dances on a verdant mossy bed, while his acrobatic playmate swings in branches overhead. We feel privileged to view them. They are rare and seldom seen. The enormous mangarilla, the orangutangerine. One's tricky to say. It says, okay, orangutangerine. That's how you say it. You see at the bottom of each poem, they tell you how to pronounce them, which is kind of cool because they're made up words, so we don't really know how to say them, right? So there we go. That's Scranimals by Jack Prelutsky. And for your assignment this week, you are going to come up with your own Scranimal. So there's a list of animals that you can choose from to give you some ideas and then some objects, but you can pick your own one. It's up to you. You're going to invent your own Scranimal. All right. Have fun, everybody.